A Step into the Past Volume 18 Chapter 6. Book 18 Chapter 06 Assembly of Talents. Drunken Wind Brothel is especially crowded tonight. At the front door, the line of carriages stretches for some distance and people need to queue to enter it. After discussing with Xiao Pan, Xiang Xiaolong decided to bring only the 18 guardians and another 18 of the best palace guards inside the brothel. This is to prevent others from seeing their true strength and guessing that something is amiss. After passing through the high wall surrounding the brothel, this future Qin Shi Huang was elated at seeing the well-lit main building, isolated halls, and pavilions. He pointed everywhere excitedly and was in a great mood. Incidentally, on the other side of a pavilion, there are courtesans and their clients lighting fireworks, making the night sky bright and beautiful. It was a scenic and lively atmosphere. Brothel owner Wu Fu is at the main door welcoming the guests. When he caught sight of Lord Chongping and Xiang Xiaolong's group, however occupied he is, he still excruciate himself from his position and went forward, welcoming. Successful people don't bear small grudges. I may have been dishonest in the past, but I don't have a choice to. Will left Premier, official Xiang, and other officials please forgive me. Xiang Xiaolong can only swallow his grudge bitterly. Wu Fu has made such an honest and upfront confession, how can he continue to make things difficult for him? 10 overmaids came up to them and amidst their joyful laughter, they helped everyone take off their winter cloaks and presented hot towels for refreshing themselves. The service here is one of the best. Since he is temporary free, Wu Fu paid his respects to everyone. He is amazingly knowledgeable about the influential people of Qin. When he heard Li Si and Huan Yi's names, he bowed respectfully and even managed to bring up some related conversational topics. When Xiang Xiaolong introduced A Qin Shi, Wu Fu was stunned and could not recollect such a person. But since this person can hang around Xiang Xiaolong and Lord Chongping plus the fact that everyone is very polite to him, he must be someone important too. Moreover, this person looks neither young nor old. With a square face and large ears, he may not be handsome but carries an air of dominance. When this person stares at himself, Wu Fu can feel the urge to kneel down and pay his respects. He dared not be rude and respectfully greeted. Official Qin looks imposing and is a rare breed among men. In the future, you must treat me well. It was a timely flatter. Xiao Pan initially did not have a good opinion of him, but after hearing these praises, he laughed. Brothel owner Wu is too polite. Ha! I traveled a long way here to visit Drunken Wind Brothel and see the 4 beauties. Please make the necessary arrangements. They were speaking at the reception area. As Xiang Xiaolong is here with a big group and with the 18 guardians and 18 palace guards fanning out in a bodyguard formation, they have occupied half of the reception area. Other incoming guests noticed Xiang Xiaolong, Lord Chongping and other influential officials, so they automatically took a detour around them. Only a group of sturdy warriors was irritated at Wu Fu's attention at Xiang Xiaolong's group. They stopped where they are with an ugly expression on their faces. The guardians are quite sensible and stayed immobile. However, the palace guards are used to serving the crown prince and could not take it lying down. They stared back at the warriors with hostility. Wu Fu heard Xiao Pan's request and his face changed color. But Xiao Pan has an aura of dominance that makes it impossible for anyone to reject him. Wu Fu hurriedly replied, "This is a little challenging. Let me try my best to arrange for them to spend some time with you." Jing Jun glanced once at the warriors and was overjoyed. Leaning towards Xiang Xiaolong, he whispered, "Scarface Quoxin is here and so is Chang Ji. Ha! They must be tired of living. How dare they compete with the crown prince for Wu Fu's attention?" Xiang Xiaolong turned around and recognized Quoxin first. Of course, he is the easiest to recognize because of the scars over his face and forehead. Quoxin is more well-built than the ordinary person and has an air of seriousness. With one look, one can tell that he is not a common person. He may not be considered good-looking, but he reeks of manly charm. Quoxin and the rest appeared to have recognized Xiang Xiaolong too. They were surprised to see him but stared back at him without fear. Xiao Pan can sense them staring at himself too. Turning around, he saw Qiuxin and his fellow warriors staring arrogantly at him. He coldly hissed, "Who are these men?" Lord Chongping quickly and respectfully reported, "They are from Vinan Martial Arts School. The group there is headed by head instructors Qiuxin and Changji." Wu Fu has never seen Lord Chongping speaking at anyone so respectfully before. His eyes lit up with fear. Xiao Pan is about to arrest them when Xiang Xiaolong gently reminded, "We are here to have fun." Xiao Pan acknowledged his reminder and laughed, Right. Let's have fun tonight." Before he can take a step, someone at the door announced, "Tunliu Master Po is here." Xiang Xiaolong, Xiao Pan, and everyone stopped moving and turned around, looking towards the door. 12 imposing warriors dressed in a uniform warrior suit first paved the way, and behind them is a middle-aged man with a tall hat. He is taller than most individuals by a head and is almost as tall as Xiang Xiaolong. With his white and exquisite gown, he exudes an aristocratic aura. His eyes are the most striking. After he scanned the entire area, he looks confident and assured. He did not resemble a merchant at all but more like a scholar. He is slightly arrogant and could not be bothered with Chunyua and the maids who are attending to him. Besides him are 2 warriors dressed in elaborate warrior suits. From one glance, one can tell that both are expert swordsmen. Wu Fu was in a dilemma. Po Hu is a famous tycoon from eastern Qin. He did not know who to attend to. Moreover, Qiuxin and his group are showing signs of impatience. Xiang Xiaolong can see his dilemma and smiled, "Brothel owner Wu can attend to your guests. We can go upstairs on our own." Under the sky, only Xiang Xiaolong dares to say these words. If it was Lord Chongping, he will never have the guts to tell Wu Fu to abandon the crown prince and serve other guests. Wu Fu was extremely grateful and bowed as he retreated. Meanwhile, he gestured for another helper to lead Xiang Xiaolong's group upstairs. Xiang Xiaolong and the rest walked towards the inner part of the main building. Just as they were about to climb the stairs, Qiuxin stepped out and chased after them. He hollered, "Please hold your step." Xiao Pan's eyes flashed with a killing glint and halted. Xiang Xiaolong patted him lightly, hinting to him to control his anger before turning around with the rest and faced Qiuxin who is approaching them. The bodyguards fanned out to prevent him from getting too close. Away from them, Wu Fu is attending to Po Hu. Qiuxin greeted, "I hereby wishes official Xiang a victorious fight tomorrow night." Xiang Xiaolong knows that he is just being polite before saying his true intention. He coldly questioned, "What can I do for you?" Eyeing the guards in front of him, Qiuxin's anger subsided before it shows on his face. He invited, "Everyone in our martial arts school admires your sword skills. If you are free, please make a trip to our school and give us some pointers." Xiang Xiaolong secretly thought that this is as good as challenging him to a duel. He wonders if this is Lao Ai's idea or Vinan Martial Arts School founder Qiu Risheng's idea. Lord Chongping and the rest snorted coldly, expressing their displeasure. Scarface Qiuxin did not exhibit the least fear and did not frown the least bit. He stood there firmly, awaiting Xiang Xiaolong's reply. Xiang Xiaolong simply smiled, "Your school has always been very concerned about my affairs. I have always wanted to see how good you are. Let's see. Over the next few days, when I happen to be in a bad mood, I will definitely make a trip to exchange pointers." Qiuxin was incensed to hear Xiang Xiaolong's merciless words. Just as his eyes shone with cold murderous energy, Xiao Pan clapped, "Well said. When that happens, official Xiang must bring me along." Qiuxin stared at Xiao Pan with shock. Not knowing his real identity, he barked, "Who are you?" "Zhang." The 18 palace guards drew their swords simultaneously, but only one sound is heard. These men protecting the crown prince are not only highly skilled but well trained too. One of the guards coldly ordered, "How are you be rude to master? Kneel down at once." The martial arts school warriors saw that something is wrong and hurriedly dashed forward, protecting Qiuxin. They understood that almost every person in Xiang Xiaolong's group is not to be trifled with, and for some time, there is a stalemate. Po Hu and Wu Fu looked over in astonishment. Xiang Xiaolong laughed heartily. Brother Qin, we need not waste our time with these clowns. Let's have fun instead. Ignoring Qiuoxin and his warriors whose faces have completely darkened, he led Xiao Pan upstairs. Concurrently, he was laughing inside. In a way, he has saved Qiuoxin's life. Otherwise, even if Lao Ai or Zhu Ji is here personally, Qiuoxin and his group will still be executed. As they stepped into the White Hall on the second floor, it seems like everyone present has already known that Xiang Xiaolong is here, and the entire hall is very solemn. Everyone is looking at this man who will be dueling with Guan Zongzi tomorrow night. Xiao Pan is afraid to be recognized and walked behind the others. Teng Yi and Huan Yi walked in front of him, preventing others from taking a close look at him. Yang Duanhe and Bai Chong are waiting for them already. Before they saw Xiao Pan, they welcomed, rare guest. If it was anyone else who is about to fight a formidable opponent like Guan Zongzi tomorrow, he will be at home practicing instead of coming to a brothel. Jing Jun rushed forward and whispered to them that the crown prince is here. He warned them not to kneel or pay respects. Both men have uncontrollable fear and shock written all over their faces. Lost, they fumbled on the spot. Their table is situated on one side of the hall besides the window. There are 10 seats altogether. Xiao Pan smilingly greeted the two generals and sat down with his back to the hall so as to prevent others from seeing his face. Everyone got seated too. Tonight is especially crowded and there are no empty seats. Moreover, no one anticipated Xiao Pan will come along too. The 36 guards have to remain standing. Fortunately, the hall is quite spacious. As instructed by Wu Fu earlier, Chunyue and the other staff quickly set up another 2 tables by the side. After some disruption, the lively atmosphere resumed. Maids dressed in beautiful costumes approached their table and began filling up their wine cups. After he ordered some dishes, Xiao Pan smiled, "Fellow brothers, please chat and joke as per normal." Despite his words, nobody dared to even breathe loudly. It was slightly awkward. Xiang Xiaolong broke the ice by smiling, "General Yang and General Bai have been here for some time. Why didn't you get some girls to accompany you?" Yang Duanhe gave a dry cough and replied with discomfort, "Before official Xiang came up, everyone here was talking about the big fight tomorrow. There was a huge debate and we were so absorbed we forgot all about the girls." Bai Chong lowered his head and dared not face Xiao Pan. He replied in a low voice, "When someone reported that you are at the reception area, there was an uproar. Some said that you are confident of victory while some said that you have no self." "Hey! No self! AI! I shall not say any more. Anyway, no one dares to say anything now." Teng Yi laughed, "No self-respect." Bai Chong nodded embarrassedly. Xiang Xiaolong is scanning the hall and noticed several familiar figures. At one table are the expert swordsmen from Premier Mentor Residence. Except for Zhou Ziyan and Liu Chan, the newcomers Su Shang, Lian Jiao, and Zhao Pu are all present. Amazingly, Tu Xian is accompanying them. Su Shang, Zhao Pu, and Tu Xian saw Xiang Xiaolong looking at them and gestured back with a smile. However, Zhou Ziyan, Liu Chan, the 2 old birds, as well as Lian Jian's martial brother Lian Jiao are showing signs of displeasure. They each have a lady companion, but none of them are as top-notched as the 4 beauties Dan Mimi, Yang Yu, Dian, and Bailey Ai. 3 tables away is a table belonging to Lao Ai's men. Except for the handsome but arrogant Han Ji, there are another 2 men. Jing Jun pointed out that they are Lao Si, Lao Ai's clansman, and Ling Qi, Lao Ai's advisor. Lao Si's appearance differs greatly from Lao Ai. He is short and fat, but his eyes are moving energetically, betraying his cunningness and intelligence. Ling Qi is smart-looking with an elegant and graceful disposition. He looks like a typical advisor. Qiuoxin and his men came up to the second floor and joined their table. Xiao Pan secretly looked around the hall and chanced upon a table of high-ranking officials. Normally, they put on a serious demeanor with plenty of self-respect and integrity, but now, they are hugging courtesans and cracking silly jokes. Amused, he proclaimed, "Gentlemen, please feel free to pick any girls and drink to your heart's content. Do not let me affect your mood." Even the playboy Jing Jun can only smile in return. With Xiao Pan around, even breathing normally is a challenge. How could he summon a female companion? Worse still, a foolish girl may unwittingly expose his flirting secrets and create a big headache for him. Wu Fu came upstairs too at this point in time, and he is personally escorting Po Hu to one of the isolated halls. Along the way, he greeted everyone. Passing by Xiang Shaolong's table, he respectfully reported, "Miss Yang Yu will come after finishing her song." When she heard that official Xiang is here, she forgot all her other engagements. Spending his energy in hating such a despicable cat is a waste of his time and effort. Forgiving his past mistake, Xiang Shaolong smiled, "Our main guest tonight is this Mr. Qin who has come from afar. Yang Yu will accompany him, not me." Having gone too far in his flattery, Wu Fu laughed, "Official Qin, put your mind at ease. I have already informed Mimi, Little Lei, Bailey, and Yan Yan, Gian, not Li Yan. They will come as soon as they can afford the time. By then, you can punish them by asking them to sing or drink." Wu Fu lives up to his reputation of handling difficult clients and questions. No one can hold it against him after his eloquent answer. A cold snort was heard from Kuoxin's table, and someone coldly remarked, "It is really different if you are holding an official appointment. No matter how busy the beauties are, they will still make time for you." These words are meant for Xiang Shaolong's table, and everyone's countenance changed upon hearing it. It seems like Lao Ai's men are really much more arrogant and detestable compared to Lu Bui's men. Everyone in Xiang Shaolong's table is someone of considerable influence. Moreover, Lord Chongping is the powerful left premier and is many ranks higher than Lao Ai. They must be relying heavily on Zhu Ji's backing to pass such insolent remarks. Their hands on their sword hilts, the palace guards are waiting for Xiao Pan's command before they started killing. For the first time, Xiao Pan is experiencing the arrogance of Lao Ai's men. His expression turned grave and his eyes are glowing with anger, causing the blood of everyone and Wu Fu to turn cold. In this intense and fragile moment where swords can be drawn in an instant, Li Si stood up with a smile and walked towards Han Ji and Kuoxin's table. The entire hall quietened down and watched with tense breaths. Everyone from Kuoxin to Xiang Shaolong and Xiao Pan are puzzled at Li Si's behavior. Li Si whispered some words to Kuoxin's table. At that table, everyone's face lost color and kept quiet while Li Si walked back nonchalantly. Every table began to whisper non-stop among themselves and were wondering what did Li Si say to make Lao Ai's men behave themselves obediently. Under the inquiring gaze of everyone, Li Si sat down and simply explained, "I only told them that Crown Prince has strict orders to kill anyone who dares to annoy official Xiang before the duel. Thus, the palace guards are protecting him and will execute Crown Prince's orders if necessary." Everyone was full of praise for his quick wit. Overhearing his words, Wu Fu secretly praised Li Si for his intelligence, and he thought that Li Si is making it all up. Xiao Pan was delighted. First, Li Si is clever and resolved the situation, and second, Kuoxin and his men are afraid of his authority and dared not create any more trouble. At this moment, someone chortled, "I thought I was mistaken, but it is really Shaolong. We did not come here for nothing." Everyone glanced over and saw that it was Wang Ci and Wang He. They seemed to be based at another hall but were just passing through. Just as everyone was panicking inside, the two generals walked even closer and saw Xiao Pan. Stunned, they exclaimed at the same time, "Crown Prince!